Evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Ulu Pepham's groundbreaking of Alabarago transactional markets. Federal government partners World Bank to save about 2 million pregnant women in rural areas. On the foreign scene, UN chief hails Israeli Hezbollah ceasefire. And in sport, Super Falcons arrives France ahead friendly game. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has performed the groundbreaking ceremony for the new ultra-modern Alabarago transnational market in the Iba local council development area of the state, in line with his administration's market transformation moves of the Themes Plus development agenda. Speaking during the breaking ceremony, Governor Sanwo-Olu was represented by Special Advisor on EGIS and Urban Development, Olajide Babatunde, assured traders whose shops were demolished for the redevelopment of allocations once the project is completed within the next 24 months. The governor called on all factions in the market to support the contractors handling the project for speedy completion. He assured that all the concerns raised by the property owners and traders would be attended to by the Lagos State government to protect their interest. The new Alabarago transnational market, when completed in the next 2 years, will comprise of over 5,000 shops, an event hall, banks, a hotel, fire station, an abattoir, place of worship, sewage treatment plant, police post, recreation center, parking arena, among others. The Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, has announced the postponement of its planned stakeholders' engagement with religious organizations, hospitality sector, and the entertainment industry scheduled for Thursday, November 28 at the Adeyemi Bero Auditorium, Alausa Ikeja. LASEPA General Manager Tunde Ajayi in a statement said the postponement is due to another state function involving the agency and other agencies of government directed by the state government. While regretting any inconveniences that the postponement may have caused stakeholders and the general public, Ajayi assured that the new dates for the event will be communicated to the public through various social media platforms as well as the traditional media. Ajayi thanked all the stakeholders to the workshop and the general public for their support and belief in the ongoing reforms of the environment sector of the six-pillar development agenda of the Governor Sanwo-Olu-led administration in the state. Lagos State Ministry of Transportation has reaffirmed its dedication and commitment towards ensuring the safety of road users for a better and safer Lagos. Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Shola Giwa, said this in his keynote address at the relaunch of the Lagos State School Traffic Safety Advocacy Program. Giwa was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, Olawale Musa, stated that the program is carefully designed to provide comprehensive traffic education that not only teaches traffic rules and regulations, but also promotes responsible road usage. He noted that the success of the initiative depends on the active participation of all stakeholders, including parents, educators, community leaders, and everyone in general. General Manager, Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, Olalekan Bakare-Oki, in his speech said the Lagos State School Traffic Safety Advocacy Program is geared towards ensuring that children in their early and cognitive years are taught how to identify danger road and how to practice and prioritize safety by exhibiting responsible behavior. Bakare-Oki added that the program focused on inculcating a habit of discipline in children in both private and public schools in the state.
Every month, are directed at strengthening and coordinating on our past achievements in transport sector, particularly with the 3+ agenda of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Adeoye Sanwo-Olu. I will limit my speech to the main theme of the day, which is every child has a right to a safe road.
The program was attended by students from different schools, while a question and answer session was held with lucky students awarded prizes. New Era Girls Secondary School, Surulere, is set to hold its 2023-2024 Prize-Giving Day and Scholarship Program. The event, scheduled for Thursday, 28th November, will hold at the Lady Koforala Ademola School Hall and will feature the National Vice President of the Old Girls Association, Ajibike Onigbanjo, as a guest speaker. According to the management, staff, and the Old Girls Association of the school, various prizes will be awarded to outstanding students in different subjects as well as other categories. This is aimed at recognizing and rewarding students' hard work, dedication, and academic excellence. The Prize Giving Day and Scholarship Program is an annual event that provides a platform for the school to celebrate its students' achievements, while also promoting academic excellence and encouraging students to strive for greatness. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government says the Rural Emergency Service and Maternal Transportation Initiative is targeted at saving 1.7 million pregnant women in rural areas from maternal deaths. The National Emergency Medical Service and Ambulance System representative Adejoke Dada said the project being undertaken by the Federal Ministry of Health in collaboration with the World Bank is asked to fill the gaps in assessing appropriate, timely and affordable health care by pregnant women. Dada, who spoke during a stakeholders meeting at Ekiti, Ekiti State Capital, ahead of the project taking off in January 2025, said the restment activities were built to be undertaken in 15 impact project states, including Ekiti. The House of Representatives has approved the 2025-2027 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategy paper ahead of next week's presentation of the 2025 Appropriation Bill to the National Assembly by President Bola Tinubu. NTEF is a multi-year plan for public expenditure that sets targets for budget expenditure and fiscal policy. They are designed to ensure these objectives are respected throughout the budget process. FSP, on the other hand, is a document that outlines the country's fiscal policy and medium-term macro fiscal framework. It is a key component of the annual budget process and the medium-term budget framework. It will be recalled that Tinubu on Tuesday, November 19, transmitted the NTEF FSP to the National Assembly for consideration following the approval of the Federal Executive Council. The Senate has passed for second reading a bill that seeks to establish the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Satellite Towns Development Commission. Also passed for the second reading was a bill which seeks to establish a Federal College of Skills Acquisition and Technology in Agulu, Anambra State. The bill for the FCT Satellite Towns Commission was sponsored by Senator Aliu Wadada, while the one for a Skills College in Anambra was sponsored by Senator Victor Ume. Now to foreign news. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has described the Israeli-Hezbollah ceasefire as a ray of hope for peace amid the darkness of the past months. Guterres told a news conference that there is optimism internationally that the truce will continue to hold. Thousands of Lebanese civilians are returning to their destroyed homes hours after the U.S. brokered ceasefire came into effect. Israeli troops began a land invasion of Lebanon almost 2 months ago in response to almost a year of rocket attacks from Hezbollah. The ceasefire in Lebanon will not directly affect Israel's war in Gaza, and Hamas officials have reacted positively to the deal, saying they are ready for a ceasefire in Gaza. It comes as Israel says it will launch an appeal of the ICC's arrest warrants for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former defense minister over alleged war crimes in Gaza. And now sports. Players and officials of 9-time African champions Super Falcons of Nigeria have started arriving in the city of Angers, France, ahead of Saturday's much-anticipated international friendly game against the Les Bleus of France. It is the second time both teams will engage in a friendly encounter, the first being a forgettable experience for the Falcons as they lost by 8 goals in freezing weather inside Les Mans Stade Marie Marvins in April 2018. Only goalkeeper Omoaka who plays a club football in France, and Mexico-based defender Osinachi Ohanle remain from that squad. Saturday's encounter is for the confirmation of the Ibrahim Gusau-led administration commitment to build a new Super Falcons squad by implementing a process of exposure and experience gaining for the new squad following an under-par outing at the Women's Olympic football tournament in France this summer. The big game with the Les Bleus comes up only 5 weeks after the first of 2 friendly matches with Algeria's Green Ladies in Nigeria. Saturday's match will commence at 9:30 p.m. France time, same time as in Nigeria. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms at X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration rescued 48,000 households from poverty through various social intervention programs under which women got cash transfers and acquired skills? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has performed the groundbreaking ceremony for the new ultra-modern Alaba-Ragu transnational market in the Iba local council development area of the state, in line with his administration's market transformation moves of the Things Plus development agenda. The federal government said the Rural Emergency Service and Maternal Transportation Initiative is targeted at saving 1.7 million pregnant women in rural areas from maternal deaths. We also told you that UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has described the Israeli-Hezbollah ceasefire as a ray of hope for peace amid the darkness of past months. And in sports, players and officials of 9-time African champions Super Falcons of Nigeria have started arriving in the city of Angers, France, ahead of Saturday's international friendly game against the Les Bleus of France. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends a news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashire. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.